Hello everyone, today we are going to be ranking cards from the RTX series. This is purely RTX, so no GTX will be seen in this video, okay? If you guys would like to see a purely GTX ranking video, please comment down below GTX. Now, starting off strong with the RTX 1080. Not sure if you guys can see that right there. This is the RTX 1080. I'm gonna give it a solid B tier. You know, it was the first RTX card. It was pretty decent. Okay, especially considering that, you know, ray tracing was a new thing and whatever. So, gotta give them that. Now, the RTX, see if I can, let you guys see that, 2070 Super. Now, this thing, it is, like, you can still run brand new AAA games on this thing, no problem. They balance everything so perfectly. Ranking in an A tier. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The RTX 3060, I'm going to put at S tier because the price and the performance is just unbeatable. Okay, you can run brand new AAA games on this thing, no problem. 60 FPS, Cyberpunk 1080p, everything maxed, runs perfectly fine on this thing. Now, for the RTX 4070, here's where we kind of take a blunder. Since it practically had almost the exact same amount of VRAM as this, maybe at best the option of having 4 gigs more, I have to put it at C minus tier. We're gonna create new tiers now. C minus tier because it's somewhere between upper D but lower C. So I'll give it C minus tier. Because it was just really expensive, and it still is. Like, it's just an RTX 4070. Now, last and probably least, the 5080. Straight into F tier. I mean, this thing speaks for itself. It only has 16 gigs of VRAM, like, come on. And 16 to 24, but most of them only have 16. And the worst part is that, like, you pay an arm and a leg for this. This is, like, sometimes over $3,000. How? I mean, at this point, just get a 3060 and you'll be fine. Anyways, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Hello everyone, today we're gonna be discussing what types of power stations to buy if you're on a budget of $300. To start off, the official EcoFlow River 2 with the official solar panel comes out at just $299. 45 watt solar panel, 236 watt hour Life PO4 battery with up to 600 watt output. And it's honestly pretty good. You know, it's light, it weighs only a couple pounds, it's pretty good. If you're looking for something that isn't like without the solar panel, just the battery, you can also get this for $189. If you are once again also on a tight budget, you can get the EcoFlow River 3 if you're looking for something, you know, more modern at $279. However, that's not really going to leave you any room for a solar panel. So it is expandable, however, to 856 watt hours, which is great, especially, you know, the fact that you can separate them and do whatever. Now, if you're looking for a even cheaper one, we have the Trail 300 DC, 288 watt hour, solar power bank. It's technically a power bank. It doesn't really have any AC outlets, as you can clearly see. It has DC, but no AC, so, you know, if you're looking for literally just something to power up a portable fridge, it's got you covered. You have also, as another option, Blue Yeti at 268 watt hours for $219. My personal recommendation, though, is try and put $100 extra into that, because for an extra $100, you can get, up here, the EcoFlow River 2 Pro 700 with 716 watt hours. It's a pretty good deal. It's a really good deal, especially considering what you get. It has an X boost of 1600 watts. Like, It's a really good deal. For reference, an electric stovetop is usually around 700 to 800 watts. Sorry, so this could run it for an hour. An electric stovetop, and like, those things consume a lot of power. So you're really well off with this one right here. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all the support on the last two videos. I appreciate it a lot. Sorry, on the last video. Thank you so much, and see you all in the next one. Bye, guys. And let me know what I should make for the next video.
Hello guys, this is going to be quite a different video from what you usually see. Today we're going to be seeing if we can make a PC that is over $10,000. Now, to start, we'll start with our GPU. We chose the 5090 32GB GDDR7 OC edition that has liquid cooling for $4,999, since we need only the premium stuff. Next, we have 256 of 464GB DDR5 packets that go up to 4,800 megahertz. They take 1.1 volts. So yeah, as you can see, very premium stuff. Here we have the Ryzen 9 9950X 16 core 32 thread unlocked desktop processor for just shy of $730, as you can see right here. Next, we have our storage. For storage, we chose the Samsung 990 Pro SSD, 4TB, NVMe M.2 solid drive, up to 7.4 thousand megabits per second, which in my opinion is pretty good. Here we have the AS ROG A620i Lightning Wi-Fi Mini ITX. This is where things start to kind of get a bit jank, because here we have a Mini ITX case. You might need to drill some holes for your GPU to fit in, but if you can get it to work, sick. Next, well, not last and certainly not least, the Be Quiet Dark Rock Pro 5 quiet cooling CPU cooler, which used to be $129, but now only $109. This whole bundle is $10,980.61. So ultimately, can you make a PC that is more than $10,000? You sure can. And let me know if you guys want me to push it even more. Okay, let me know if you want to see like a $12,000 build or $13,000 build. Bye guys.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be quickly unboxing the Galaxy S25. I will make a long form video about this, but right now this is just going to be the short form. Alright, so to start, you get the most important thing, which is the phone. I had to open this, beforehand to make sure that it's okay, and that they didn't damage it. But here it is. Here is the phone. It has a sleek aluminum body. If I'm not mistaken, because this is the base, not the Plus or the Ultra, this has a 1080p display. However, can record up to 4K at 60 FPS, which is honestly pretty good. So you might see video quality getting better, since I'm recording right now with a iPhone X. So yeah, prehistoric, I know. You also get a bunch of things, including the manual, although I don't think you guys want to see that really. So yeah, let's talk about specs, huh? This thing comes with 12 gigs of RAM, as this is the base model, and it comes, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 128 model. This could also be the 256. This is the SIM card slot, and this is USB Type-C. Input is around 30-40 watts, somewhere like that. Sorry, I got mistaken. This is the SIM card slot. It has 3 cameras because every phone now has to have 3 different lenses. So that's neat. And this is the flashlight. I mean, yeah, that's kind of obvious. It's also an OLED display, which is extremely neat. It comes with its own charger, its own separate USB Type-C to USB Type-C charger, as we're slowly moving away from USB-C to Type-A. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to show for this short form video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in the next one. Bye guys. Thank you so much for your support, by the way. Hello everyone, I know this is a bit of an odd video, but today we're going to be testing out these hand warmers, these reusable hand warmers that I got at an auction. Apparently they have 4 heat settings. They can heat up to 125 degrees Fahrenheit. They have a battery life at the lowest heat setting in optimal temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 degrees Celsius of up to 4.6 hours. For the temperature that I'm going to be using them at, they'll probably last closer to like 2, since I'm probably going to be using them at like -20 or -30. Yeah, these are pretty cool. You can use them at like in really any circumstance where you just need to get your hands warm. They are waterproof up to 1 meter, as you can see right here, which is extremely cool. The name for this product is the PowerPaw 50i, and it charges just with regular Type-C, and I'm assuming that is the button to power on. Now, I will not so gloriously take this thing apart. Alright. And ultimately what you're left with are the power paws, which honestly they feel a bit heavy, but you know what? They're hand warmers and they're reusable, so feels realistic. The cap is like they feel high quality, I can tell you that much. They don't feel like low grade or anything. And the seal is pretty good for this. Whoa, okay. Alright, so these things. Okay, they're starting to heat up now. Alright, I'm gonna take these outside and yeah, I'll test them out. It's getting warmer, I can tell you that much. Put these right here. I'll give them the max heat setting to kind of give them an advantage. Put the other one at max 2. I know there's 4, but I'm only gonna put it at 3. Since, yeah. It's -2 outside, so I'll definitely feel it. And you can even actually just do it outside the box the whole time. Or outside the little cover the whole time. Okay, they're actually warm. Yeah, these are definitely getting up the temperature for sure. Like, they feel like proper reusable ones. Like, seriously proper. I'd highly recommend these if you're constantly out in the wilderness, or you ski something, you know, you play a sport. Just when it's cold. To buy for under $1,000. You know, keeping it, of course, as close to $1,000 as you can. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be discussing whether you can make something better than the Steam Deck for the same price. Alright. So, the original Steam Deck's retail price for 32 gigs and 1 tera of storage is about $897 Canadian, and this costs 1,114 Canadian before tax. These are all prices before tax. Now, for CPU, we have the Ryzen 5700G 8-core 16 threads. This is double the amount of cores and double the amount of threads than the Steam Deck has. As for the motherboard, we have the Asus Prime B550, A motherboard with AM4 support, which is what our CPU is. For RAM, because RAM prices are through the roof now, we have 32 gigs of Timex 32 gigs DDR4, 2600 2600 megahertz at 1.2 volts. For storage, I have the Crucial P310, 1 tera, 4th gen, up to 7,100 megabits of transfer speed, which isn't actually half bad. As for power supply, we have the ES Gaming 650 non-modular power supply with Noise 120 fan ATX. Yeah, you know. I didn't include a case with this because cases, like, they can either be extremely cheap or extremely expensive. Here we have the Delta A40 ARGB CPU cooler. And last but not least for GPU, I know I've thrown a lot of shame at them, but Sparkle Intel Arc B570 or 570 with 10 gigabytes of GDDR6. Now, if you throw in about 40 more bucks, you get 16 gigs of GDDR6, but trying to keep the cost low. So, yep. That is all for a beautiful price of $1,100. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.